The following game you're about to see contains scenes of extreme violence that should not be viewed by younger audience. Hey, you've been warned. Welcome to the HUD, everyone. I'm Zacharoni, and after the conclusion to Travis Strikes Again, it would confirm that a third title was in development, and Gachi Suda, yes, I'm calling his real name now, would be directing and writing this one since the first No More Heroes. Oh, and also Travis Strikes Again as well. Now, after 2 years since it was revealed at E3 2019, the number one assassin is ready to play again, and today I'll be a waiter who will be going through some of the features the game has to offer. So without further ado, please be seated, and here are the toppings on No More Heroes 3. Okay, let's open up the game. And we'll go straight to options first, shall we? Okay, in the options well, they're just basically 3 settings to choose from. First up, we got the camera setting, where you can alter the camera sensitivity, alter the horizontal and vertical camera setting for either normal or inverted, both for normal and also full armor, just not to be confused. Game settings, well, you can activate subtitles, which I'm going to leave on for this video. You can have the mini-map to rotate around. And also you can display the red stuff if you want to, but I'm going to leave it on really, because I've been playing through it, unfortunately. And also you can alter the brightness of the game if you want to. But we'll just set it back to 50 for now. And lastly, there's sound settings, where you can just basically alter the volume for the game's music, sound effects, and voices. So that's the only those are the only options they have in the game. So anyway, what is No More Heroes 3? Well, No More Heroes 3 is the direct sequel to the second game, although it's actually a sequel to Travis. Well, it takes place right after Travis Strikes Again, where we see our otaku fanboy, Travis Touchdown, who is disturbing a peaceful life, well, who is having a peaceful life in his home until aliens decide to invade his town. Which is all led by their leader, named Fu, who believes he's a, well, as he puts it, a goddamn superhero. Now, Sylvia, the Travis's, well, basically the organizer of the first and second game of the ranking, decided to take this opportunity with the galactic ranking, where Travis must take down 10 aliens to become number 1 of the Milky Way galaxy. So the story takes a page back to No More Heroes, where it was usually about 10 assassins to take down, while in the second game it was basically saying it was 50 assassins, but it turns out it was actually a stinking lie, really. So anyway, let's load up a file. And how many files there is? Well, there's 20 of them, and you can oversave each one of them whenever you feel like you want to show off the game to your friends, without running over your, well, previous progression. So let's start with perfect right here. Yeah, we'll load it up. So now you have multiple saves to go to any, well, basically if you go to a toilet, well, as Travis puts it, just make sure you take a night save. Before boss fights, of course. Now the first thing you might be saying, hey, this isn't Travis's house. What's going on? Well, usually you have to take a save at Travis's house when you're exploring the world, but here there are actually portable portaloos that are actually scattered all over the map. But they only become unlockable if you do a certain mini game involving unclogging their toilets by using a plunger with the combination of the analog stick. So there's now no reason to rush back to your house. You can just find one of the portable portaloos and you can save your progress of, well, when you feel like you need to give your eyes a rest, of course. So now that's done with, so how's the structure in the game? Well, you might see Travis's new bike here first. I might just show that off. So anyway, the structure returns from the first game where you need to pay up in order to enter the rank assassins. But before you do that, you have to do the test battles that are displayed in golden rings on the minimap there. And you need to complete a set number of them in order to unlock payment to enter the next rank fight. So right now there's actually a gold ring here, and basically you need to find the right test battles that are displayed in red, and you'll know how many you have done displayed on the top right corner there. And also on your left, you can bring out your objective of what you need to do exactly. So anyway, let's head over here because that's where one of the test battles is. So anyway, now we're here. All you gotta do is just press A, and I'll show you how the combat system works in this game. So, just trying to get rid of the sweat on me. Yeah, pretty much hot right now. Well, you know what? Sorry I have to do this, but I'm just gonna have the fan on. Just to keep me focused. So anyway, Travis did this usually pose where you need to press A in order to start. Like this. I'm not gonna hold back. Of course you're not. So anyway, here's how combat works in this game. Travis has basically got a light attack and a heavy attack that I can... and that's a new feature known as, well, basically think of it kind of like Breath of the Wild's quick dodge, where once you dodge at the right time, it does a slow motion effect. Like that. And also, he can actually go behind enemies and suplex them. Oops. Right now, these guys are actually more speedy, really. So basically, take them out to have a quick timing with the dodging. I'll just finish up with a suplex. Oops. Also, make sure you keep an eye on his health, which is displayed on the top left corner there. So that means I need to refill my energy by using sushi, which I'll get to later. Oh, and also... and also I need to keep an eye on his battery gauge, just by holding down the right button and then waggling the analog stick. But you can now actually move with the analog stick. Move while doing that. This is a new feature to the series. Oops. I think this is probably a bad example to demonstrate the combat system. And also, returning from the series, the Death Gloves power-ups, where I basically hold down the left bumper and then press one of these symbols. So let's try and slow these guys down to allow me to easily take them down. And now we're on to the slot mechanic, where basically if I match the right symbols, I get a little extra ability. And these ranging from activating full armor, well, and also quick speed, and also crazy throw, where I don't have to don't have to go behind an opponent to float to do a suplex move. And also you might be wondering about that other symbol right there. Well, by pressing the L and R buttons, I can activate Travis's power armor. And then do this. Now there's just one more to go. And now I just finished up the last one. And at the end of these fights, I've been given a letter rating and a ranking of my results. Such as the time, the damage, the number of skills I use, and so far I got a C for that. Oh yeah, and if you manage to strike at the right moment your opponent attack with a melee weapon, you can do a quick... It's basically locking on swords, and you have to quickly move the analog stick clockwise or anti-clockwise, depending on which way you're directing at exactly. So anyway, let's get to another battle. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention one other feature Travis have. He can jump. And you can also do that in combat, but don't expect to do any aerial combats when you're juggling enemies in the air. It doesn't work like that. Now here we go into another battle, and basically I enter the blue area, and it's basically just facing standard enemies, and there are actually different types in the game, such as you got your standard grunts, and the ones on the back actually focuses on range attacks, so you have to try and get up close and personal with them. Oh, he's wide open. I better just grab him and do that to him. And then finish him off. Oh yeah, if anyone remember those instant takedown when an opponent is down, well, those are no longer present in this game. And now I got... Oh yeah, and aside from the slow motion ability, I can also... Well, I'll show you against the other enemy. Up cherry, so that means I get extra coins. I can also have this ability to force grab them like this, which is actually something similar to Travis Strikes Again. What you remember in that game. And also I can also kick them away for a quick recovery, of course. Oops. And also I can activate this. Oh, activate a death bow shower that actually fire projectiles at them. And that's taking care of him. Overall ranking is a C. Up, and also another feature that actually returned from Travis Strike Back is these audio, well, basically these graphic novel moments. But I'm actually gonna skip these just because I don't want to spoil anything for anybody who's interested in this game. That's sorry, I have to turn the fan on again. So that one done, and also time to head back to town. Now you might be saying, is this game switching FPSs? Well, it is, yeah, but only when you're in the open world environment. In fact, The game is powered by Unreal Engine, and it is colourful and shiny, but sometimes when you're in free roaming mode, well, it can get a little choppy at certain moments. And also, I'll stop to talk about the voice actors. Well, let's see the voice actors. So basically, you got your returning cast, such as Robin Akindowney, Trevor Touchdown, Paula Tissot as Sylvia, Kimberly Brooks that I mentioned in Psychonaut 2, who returns as Shinobi Joe, and also Catherine Floor, who reprised her role as Bad Girl. So yeah, they did revive her from Trevor Strikes Again. And what about the newer actors? Well, we got Scott Whitty at the Black Hole, Stephen Ogyo as Gold Joe, Paul Mercier at the Black Knight Detective, who is best known as Leon S. Kennedy from Resident Evil and the Flamin' from Shadow of the Dam. And also there's Fu, who is voiced by Nacho Delo, who is best known as the English dub voice for Sekiro. And he actually got a backstory involving a childhood human friend he befriended. In fact, he actually tricked him into doing this, really. Max Mittelman, as they like to call him in the game. And he's actually voiced by the actor named Max Mittelman. He's actually known as Damien in the game, and he's best known as Raju from Persona 5 and Saitama from One Punch Man. And right now, not only I'm facing these little guys, but also this big brute as well. So right now, I'll just try and slow down. Just grab him. And finish him up. Up. Did get those starts didn't last long. I think I'm onto this guy now. Also, these big grunts actually got health bars that are displayed on the above the screen there. And I think this is the only big type of enemy that is present in the game. Right now, I need to get some space. Probably to get away from the big guy and also finish off this one. And I got extra XP after that little slot. Oh, that's locking. That was locking blades there. That allowed me to clash blades with another character that attacks at the same time. Oops! And I think that was a bad idea. Eat some of the sushi. I'll slow him down just to try and get a. Oops. Oops. That was a bad idea. Oh. Nice. Grab him. That did some damage. You might be seeing not enough damage, huh? Well, I'll get to that feature in a minute. Nearly gonna finish him off. Oops. And basically, if he's down, you have to quickly press the A button to get him back on his feet. And that took care of him. So yeah, it's basically the same combat as the first Normal Heroes 1 and 2, but they do mix it up a little. In fact, you no longer have to do sword stance to know which part of the sword to land on when they're defending from you. So that might, not sure if that will turn a few players off. Well, few players who played the original game. So anyway, I think the next thing I'll do is talk about the open world of the game, since I now already done that mission. So now I have to collect 30,000 to unlock to fight against the next boss. So anyway, let's talk about the open world. Well, basically, let me bring up the map first. So the game here is actually divided in multiple sections that you can actually visit to, including, Satan Destroyer, Perfect World, and the Thunderdome, along with Call of Battle, Neo Brizzo, I think you pronounce it. But these areas are actually locked, and they're only unlocked if you progress further enough in the main story. And also, there's actually a new feature for the series. Well, you see, the only way to travel to the destinations is by going to one of these interchainers that allows you to select where you want to go to next. But I can do this. A fast travel system where I can go to any town I want to, but it doesn't give you the option of whereabouts in the area you want to go to. So you just press that and you go straight to it.
Shortcut.
Here we go. Loading times are a little bit longer when doing free roaming. In fact, I think that's under 20 seconds or 15. Should have been counting that. So anyway, add your bike. Well, it can accelerate and brake, but it can also do a slight turn slide as well by holding down the B button as I'm using it. And yeah, if the vehicles are weird, well, let's face it, Suda 51's games are always weird, to be honest. Plus, the game also has some collectible that will let you earn more cash and XP to use to upgrade your character. And these include scorpions and battle card, and turning them in will give you the money and also the XP to use. Oops.
Ouch.
That's me trying to concentrate. Also, Travis does have a speed boot option that allowed him to use these ramps right here to travel to the other side of the Isle of Satan Destroyer, I should say. So anyway, as for earning money, well, you earn money by doing daily jobs such as defense missions, collecting garbage, and there's also lawnmowers make their return in the game. But I think we'll do this mission today to show you, this is basically one of the new missions you can do, and this involves your motorbike. And here we are. So basically these are motorcycle chase sequences. And this one's actually level 2 of the mission. Level 2. Well, of the motorcycle chase sequence. Well, chasing me game. I'm going all over the place with motorcycles. And the objective is simple. You have to destroy the head car before time runs out. And on the way, there's also cash to pick up and extra SP. And also, when you touch one of the enemy cars, they explode. Like this. And also, you can use your speed boost. Oh, sometimes they do explode, sometimes they don't. But also, don't run into other vehicles that are not hostile. Otherwise, they'll stop your progress like that. And right now, I need to try and get up to him to. And that's the first hit, and the help me displayed, like I said, on the top there. So right now, let's try and catch up to him. Really close to the head. That's another hit. So I'm trying to catch up to him. Only 40 seconds on the clock. That's another hit. I'll watch out for oncoming traffic. Oh, nearly got him. Also, keep an eye on that engine right there on the top left corner there. That's actually also your health. So the more cards you hit, the more it will overheat. Right now, I better be quick and get up to him before time runs out. That's another hit. Will I be able to make it at time? Come on. Oops. Well, I think that did it for me. I don't think I'll make it. Oh, will I? Will I? Oh, I did! Well, enemy destroyed. And also brought to justice. And obviously I got the money and also XP for it. So what do I do with the XP? Well then, I can tell you that the exercise workouts are completely gone. Instead, they're actually replaced with a known as the laboratory in the game. And she's congratulating me. So anyway, let's head back to Travis's apartment and head to his laboratory. And not the one at your well, bungalows, but sort of sorry, well, think of it like what Dexter had.
I hear kittens.
Oh yeah, and not only you can collect scorpions and battle cards, but also you can find kittens that are hidden in the environment. So they're now safe. So anyway, before we head to the secret lab, let's head straight to Travis's room, which he basically actually owns the entire plot here now. He owns the entire motel. Sorry. So anyway, this is a recognizable room on the top floor, if fans remember. And also there are collectible toys that you can find, but unfortunately I haven't found any yet, unfortunately. And also you can take a save in this bathroom there. And also let's head into his room, and you might notice something different right about here. Yep, he's got a fireman's pole. So basically he can travel down to the second part of the room, which he now expanded to. And like I said, that's the cat what he rescued that is displayed right there. And also I can interact with Jean right here.
Gene?
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that Jean has now got a voice, and what I looked at, well, basically I didn't find a voice, but well, he's basically voiced by the same Shao Kahn actor from the new Mortal Kombat. And right there, you can also take a save in there. And also there's his wardrobe, where he can basically choose a selection of t-shirts that he had obtained during the game. In fact, we'll look at it right here. So basically you can choose a range of fashion, including Devolver Digital's, well, t-shirts. And lastly, let's get down to the last area, which is his laboratory. Now, this is the laboratory, and basically you got a few options here. First up, there's the power-up machine, and this is actually the area where you can level up Travis Touchdown. Basically, you can level up his health, attack power, his battery regeneration, death skills, cooldown timer, and also special attacks that you can obtain by installing WESN, as they call it. Anyway, let's focus on his health.
Hey.
And let's focus on his attack power.
Yeah.
And basically I can use them on here, but unfortunately I don't have enough. But whatever I use on here can actually, well, they basically carry over to it. But I can also reset everything if I want to.
You sure about that?
But I need a set number of currency in order to use it. Which is basically I need to use money for this. Not real money, just in-game money. And there's also the Death Glove chips, where basically I have these sort of chips that actually give me stat boosts and effects, such as this one allow me to take up to 5% more damage, while my weapon attacks power up to 10%. And also, well, you basically unlock the death trip chips by creating more by heading to here. So let's see, I think I know what I'm gonna make. I'm gonna make the ace chip. Oh, I don't have enough coconuts. Oh well, so much for that. I know I picked one of them during practice. I will go with this one. And then I just press the A button rapidly to fully charge it. Finally, there is also a tutorial area. where you are basically given a set of tutorials and they only activate when you come into contact with them. Well, such as wrestling moves. So basically it teaches you the fundamentals of how to pull this up, and this is actually optional if you actually know the game. And even though the game actually teaches you how to fight in the first few minutes, they basically don't teach you the other fundamentals in the game. Sorry. Right now I need to try and stun this enemy. Up. And basically do a forward throw.
Blueberry, triple kill. Cranberry, super kill.
And so far I'm not making it easy to attack him from the behind.
Poisonberry, blackberry, mulberry,
In fact, this is going to take so long, so let's exit out of here. And the next thing I'm going to do is show you a boss fight, but I'm not going to show you the story of the boss fight, because, well, basically there are actually some moments that actually block the well, there might be some spoilers here, so I'm not going to show the introduction, but I can show you the time machine right here. Although first I forgot to mention about sushi first. So basically, not only here but also around town you can visit sushi parlors to buy sushi that have different effects, such as this one allows you to recover lost health, and while this one allows you to well, actually this one allows you to resume power when eating during battle. And also, if you recognize the counter man that you might have saw if you're exploring town, well, he's actually the same character. He actually served you Takanaki, I believe that they call it, in Travis Strikes Again. So now that's out of the way, let's hit the time machine here. And in the time machine, I can replay certain boss fights that I have defeated. So let's do Gold Joe, for example. And I can set it to either bittersweet, bitter, spicy, Coral and Reaper, or death. But so far those three are actually locked, really. Unless I pay a certain amount of experience for them. But we'll just stick with bitter to get this over with. Anyway, Travis in place.
Let's get this over with.
So there's the Gold Joe, and basically he utilized magnets in the game. So that symbol right there, it's actually a color symbol, and whatever color symbol he'll use, he'll try and lure you in with it. Oops, and so far I need to try and focus on this guy. And he's just using the same attack so far. And also, electric fence stuns him, really. Also, now I have to find one of these red ones that counter his magnetic polarity. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention the death glove ability. Well, so far I only unlocked the drop kit at the beginning of the game, but later on I well, basically in the 8th boss fight, I actually unlock all of them instantly. So basically you just unlock the Death Glove's ability right up the gate. Also, done another dodge there. Also, I better just push him over, just so. Oh. Oh. Uh-oh. I don't think I haven't got the. Phew. Got away from him. Uh-oh. Not this time, buddy. Counter. Oh. Oh, and now he's making it more difficult for me. Up. To find the. In fact, first I need to charge up my sword. Up. Cause some chip damage. Up. Clash swords. And also I can use my force ability to do that. Which, trust me, well, without this, it was actually pretty difficult when the first time I faced him. So if you... Oh, whoa, that one... Oh, good thing I got the health recovery. If I do go down, they actually give me a... Oops, that's bad. They actually give me a spinning wheel that allow me to decide my a little extra bonus, but to give me a chance, really. In fact, if I landed on Gene, he actually revived me instantly. So that's the end of that fight, and we just finish him off in style, which is actually more straightforward, really, unlike how they react in game, really. Go, Joe, it did. Yep. Just turn that off. So anyway, that Travis Strikes Again. No, wait, I meant not Travis Strikes Again. I meant that's No More Hero 3. It will cost you £49.99 on Nintendo Switch. That requires 1.1 gigabytes of storage at retail, while at digital it will require 6.9 gigabytes of storage. Well, that's some of the features I can talk about right now, but if there are some that I've missed, let me know in the comments, and I hope this will give you an idea of what you'll be getting for your money. Check back with me later, and I'll tell you what I think of No More Heroes 3 and all the other games I've been playing in a completed menu, and if you like what you see, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Plus, stay in touch with my Twitter page, link in the description down below. But until then, I'm Zacharoni. Enjoy your pizza, remember to wash your hands, and I'll see you next time.